Have you ever wondered why everything feels so slow here? Why time drags? Why change feels heavy? Why the body aches when the spirit already knows the answer? That's not a flaw in the system. It's the design. Earth is not like other realms. It's not fast. It's not fluid. It's not light. It's dense. Here, thoughts don't become reality instantly. You have to move, you have to act, you have to feel the weight of form. It's not just physical weight, it's energetic, emotional. The slowness of this realm means everything leaves an imprint. Words echo, memories cling, patterns repeat longer than you expect. That's why this world can feel so tiring and so sacred. Because in this density, consciousness finally becomes tangible. You don't just think love, you have to live it. You don't just imagine forgiveness, you have to walk through it, bone deep, until it reshapes you. That's why Earth feels like it takes so long. Because this is where energy slows down enough to become experience. In lighter realms, intention alone creates shifts. Here you carry it. Through the body, through the seasons, through time. It's why healing takes years, why habits are hard to change, why memories live in muscles. This is the plane of slow-motion truth. But don't mistake the slowness for limitation, it's what makes awakening here so powerful. Because when you awaken in this density, when you remember who you are while everything around you says you're not, that remembrance becomes embodied. It doesn't float away, it stays. It reshapes your nervous system. It grounds itself in breath, in presence, in how you move through space. That's the gift of Earth. It's not just where you remember, it's where you prove it. Not to others, to yourself. You came here to slow consciousness down, to bring spirit into the soil, to live the truth at 1 frame per second, so it could be felt, and held, and known. There's a reason time feels different here. You're not just watching the clock, you're feeling time pass through you. In other realms, time is fluid. Moments stretch, dissolve, merge into presence. But here on Earth, it thickens, it lands, it becomes measurable. You count days, you mark birthdays, you feel the pull of time in your bones as if every memory has a weight. And that weight isn't accidental, it's what gives your story structure. Here, time doesn't just pass, it accumulates. It wraps itself around your identity, your experiences, your nervous system. You don't just remember something, you carry it. This is what makes Earth so challenging and so important. Because if spirit is everywhere, then why come here? Why enter this dense, slow, sometimes painful dimension at all? Because only here can you witness your becoming in real time. Only here does change require commitment. Only here do choices echo. In faster realms, everything is instant. But here, growth unfolds in layers. Truth reveals itself one decision at a time. Earth teaches you patience, it teaches you presence, it teaches you that love isn't just a feeling, it's an action you choose again and again, even when it's hard. It teaches you to wait, to hold, to breathe through things you can't control. And in that space between intention and result, the soul grows. You may feel like things take too long here, but that's because time is not a delay. It's the space where integration happens. You don't just get the insight, you embody it. That's why Earth is called a soul school, because it doesn't just give you information, it gives you mirrors, it gives you resistance, it gives you gravity, not just physically but spiritually. So if you've been feeling stuck, slow, or heavy lately, it doesn't mean you're behind, it means you're here. You're in the realm where change moves at the speed of embodiment, and embodiment takes time. Before we keep going, like the video, if this is helping you see things more clearly, And if you want more grounded content like this, hit subscribe. Next, let's talk about what actually happens to consciousness when it enters density, and why forgetting isn't failure, but the cost of learning from the inside. When consciousness enters density, it doesn't just slow down. It forgets. Not because it's broken, because it has to. You can't play the game while holding the rulebook. You can't feel the experience if you're always watching from above. So when awareness enters form, it trades knowing for feeling. It lets go of the whole so it can explore the parts. That's why you don't remember the beginning. Not fully, because to live inside time you had to forget what it meant to be outside it. You had to believe the story, you had to feel the pain, you had to trust that your small self was real. Just long enough to learn through it. And Earth is the most immersive place to do that. It's not the only realm where consciousness explores form, but it is the one where forgetting goes deepest. Why? Because Earth is the thickest page in the book. It's where free will matters most, where contrast cuts deepest, where emotion lives in the muscles and memory lives in the blood. Here, you don't just think I am hurt, you ache. You don't just remember loss, you grieve. And from that grief, you learn compassion. Not as a concept, but as a lived truth. That's what makes this realm holy. It's not holy because it's perfect, it's holy because it hurts and you stay anyway, you love anyway, you return anyway, and every time you do, you bring a little more of the formless into form. You bring spirit into the body, light into the pattern, awareness into the moment. That's what this is. Not an exile, not a punishment, but a practice. Earth is where souls rehearse truth until it holds, even under pressure. You didn't come here to escape, you came here to feel, not just light, not just clarity, but the full spectrum. You chose the body, you chose the weight, you chose the slowness, not because you had to, but because you were ready. Ready to let truth become texture, ready to let wisdom become walkable, ready to take the infinite and carry it in a single breath. That's the beauty of this realm, where other dimensions flicker like thoughts. Earth holds you like a heartbeat. It stretches time wide enough for choice to matter. Here you can repeat a pattern, or break it. Here you can project the past, or heal it. Here you can forget the truth, and still find your way back. And when you do, when you wake up inside the heaviness instead of trying to escape it, something changes. Presence becomes your anchor. Simplicity becomes your power, and even the slowest moment becomes sacred. So if the path has felt long lately, if the changes feel small, if your growth feels invisible, know this: you're moving through the densest layer in existence. And the fact that you are still moving, still breathing, still remembering, still reaching for clarity, means you are doing something extraordinary. You are bringing consciousness into matter. You are lighting up the slowest place in the system. You are turning truth into form, not by escaping the world but by living it awake. If this gave you something steady to hold on to, like the video so more people see it, and if you want more content like this, hit subscribe. In the next episode we'll explore another layer of the design, how forgetting, contrast, and embodiment were never mistakes, but keys to remembering what you've always been. The content on this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute scientific, philosophical, psychological, or lifestyle advice. Always do your own research when exploring scientific claims or spiritual teachings. This video is a creative synthesis of published theory, observable patterns, and documented history at the time of production.